Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into some big changes in the NFL standings and how they've impacted the future of one of the most talked about quarterbacks in college football, Shedeur Sanders. With the college season wrapped up, things are heating up off the field as we look ahead to the NFL draft. Will Shedeur still go no, one overall, or has everything shifted with these recent changes? Stick around to find out. Now, if you've been following college football, you know the name Shedeur Sanders. The Colorado Buffaloes quarterback has been at the center of a ton of hype this season, and for good reason. He's not only been putting up impressive numbers on the field, but his personality and social media presence have also added to the buzz around him. For months now, people have been saying that Shedeur is a lock to go in the top three of the 2024 NFL Draft, with many projecting him to be the first overall pick. His ability to read defenses, his poise in the pocket, and his leadership have made him a standout star in college football. So much so that the idea of him going number one to the Las Vegas Raiders or the New York Giants seemed almost like a done deal. Now let's talk about the hype surrounding Shedeur and these two teams. For a long time, it seemed like Shedeur was destined for either the Las Vegas Raiders or the New York Giants. The idea of him joining the Raiders was fueled by the quarterback's own social media posts. Just a few weeks ago, Sanders posted a video on his Instagram story from inside the Las Vegas Raiders stadium, and of course, he captioned it with his trademarked phrase, "legendary." Now, whether that was a sign or just a fun tease, we can't say for sure, but it definitely added fuel to the fire for Raiders fans who were dreaming of the Shedeur to Las Vegas connection. And more recently, Sanders has been throwing some hints about the New York Giants. During the Alamo Bowl, fans spotted a pair of Giants cleats in Shedeur's locker. You can't blame people for getting excited. After all, the Giants have been struggling with their quarterback situation, and Sanders has the talent that could turn their offense around. But here's where things get interesting. Recently, the NFL standings have been shifting, and with those changes, Shedeur's draft outlook has become a lot less predictable. Up until about 10 days ago, it looked like the Raiders and Giants were all but guaranteed to pick in the top five. But after some crucial wins and losses, both teams have now fallen further down the draft order. With the Raiders picking up a win, they're now looking at the number 8 pick. The Giants, thanks to their recent victory, now sit at the number 1 spot, 4 pick. Both teams have moved out of the top 3, and that's a big deal when you're talking about drafting a quarterback like Shedeur Sanders. So, which teams have moved ahead of the Raiders and Giants? Well, it's the Tennessee Titans and the Cleveland Browns, both of whom are now in the mix for a quarterback. The Titans currently hold the number 1 spot, 3rd pick, and the Browns have jumped up to number 2. Both teams are in need of a franchise quarterback, and it's starting to look like Shedeur might be on their radar now. Both of these teams are serious contenders for a quarterback of Shedeur's caliber. The Titans have been struggling with their QB play all season long, and with the Browns, it's clear that they need a long-term solution at quarterback after some inconsistency there. So what does all this mean for Shedeur? Well, it means his draft position is a lot more uncertain now. While the hype surrounding him as the first overall pick hasn't totally faded, it's clear that the landscape has shifted. It's no longer a given that Shedeur will land with the Raiders or the Giants, two teams he seemed destined for just a short time ago. Now the Titans and the Browns have emerged as serious contenders, and with other quarterback-needy teams in the mix, it's possible that Shedeur could go anywhere from number 1 to number 3, or even potentially further down if other teams trade up. So as we head into the offseason and the NFL draft nears, it's going to be exciting to watch how this all unfolds. Shedeur Sanders has already made a huge impact on college football, but now the next chapter of his career will be written in the NFL. Will he still go number 1 overall, or will the recent changes in the standings lead him to a new destination? We'll have to wait and see. Let me know in the comments below, where do you think Shedeur Sanders will end up? Do you still think he's the number 1 pick, or have the standings thrown a wrench into that prediction? If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our NFL draft updates. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.